Hi, I'm Kat, and today I'm gonna be teaching you how to draw in perspective. This is gonna be easy and it's gonna be quick. This is completely a beginner's guide, so if you're more advanced, then this might not be for you. And I'll also show you how I would improve this drawing my friend from Instagram made. So, first of all, I want to introduce you to two things: the horizon line and vanishing points. The horizon line is a line that illustrates how far away a person can see. It's a line you, for example, see when you look at the ocean. The horizon line is at eye level but can be placed anywhere in your drawing or picture. On the horizon line is where you often will find your vanishing points. Vanishing points can be put anywhere on it, but they will often be placed far away from each other. Vanishing points are crucial when it comes to making a great perspective drawing. If you want to draw anything in perspective, simply use a ruler or a line tool and trace from your vanishing points. It's a little difficult to explain, so I'm gonna illustrate it for you. So I start off by making this horizon line, and the next point is making the vanishing points right here and here. Now I'm gonna figure out where I want my 3D object to start, and I can just kind of make a vertical line wherever. So here. Then I'm gonna find the two edges and connect them to the vanishing points, like this. After I've done this, I'm gonna make vertical lines to complete the 3D object. Now I'm gonna speed ahead and do the same process again with two more objects coming towards me. I just wanted to show that you just do the same thing depending on where the object is. They can be taller, they can be slimmer, you can make it whatever you want. As long as it follows the vanishing points, it should look pretty nice. I'm also gonna highlight them and shade them because it shows more like the 3D-ness of the objects. If you wanted to do this like completely accurate, you would also make the objects darker as they come towards you. But I was a bit lazy. Anyway, this should be it. This is the final drawing. Now that we know what the horizon line and what vanishing points are, let's see if we can locate them in already existing drawings and pictures. In Barbara's painting, we can see that our line of sight ends around this tree area. This is where we will find our horizon line. In this picture though, it's a bit more difficult to tell where the horizon line is. But by tracing the lines, we are able to find the vanishing points that will then show us where the horizon line is. So far, I hope you've been able to keep up. If this all sounds a little too easy for you, then you can try experimenting with more vanishing points. And you can do this because a drawing can have anywhere between 1 to 6 points. 1 point is of course the easiest, since all objects only follow 2 lines there. Vertical lines and the lines that go to the vanishing point. And these are the vanishing lines of this drawing. Here is a drawing with 5 points. As you can see, the points are just randomly placed. There is a center point and the rest are placed like a compass around it. Here I'm shown which lines go to which vanishing point. Please don't try doing drawings like this unless you're used to utilizing vanishing points. So, now that we know a lot more about perspective, let's figure out why the perspective in this drawing doesn't work. There is an obvious horizon line in this drawing, and even though it's placed quite low, it still works. The issue here is actually the vanishing points. I tried tracing the lines of the boxes, and yeah, no, they seem to just go in whichever way they want. Especially this purple box that just wants nothing to do with the horizon line. So, now that we know what the issue is, let's fix it. For consistency's sake, I kept the horizon line in the same place. I then added 2 vanishing points. I chose 2 because I think that fits the drawing the most, and I don't want it to get too advanced. I then made lines going from the vanishing points to the boxes one at a time. I could only use 2 of the box's edges for each box, since the other edges wouldn't be in the right perspective. Afterwards, I got rid of the guidelines and I only had the boxes left. Then I colored them to make them more noticeable. This technique I just showed is what I used to complete this whole drawing, every single part of it. I had actually sketched this out on paper, as you can see here, and here are the guidelines and vertical lines I used to create it. And here is the final digital version of the drawing. As shown here, you can see that it still follows the same guidelines that I previously showed you. I also changed the lighting, the colors, and a bit more, but since that isn't the focus of this video, I'm just gonna leave my thoughts as like notes here on the drawing. If you want to know more about that, or you have questions or suggestions, then let me know. And I now hope that you have a better idea about how you should handle drawings when it comes to perspective.